Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Call of Duty North American Championship 2015, presented by Xbox. Benson and Mr. X in the booth for this one. We got Strictly Business versus Boreal. We just saw Hardpoint Solar. Yeah. It was pretty much the Fizz-Up show. Lots of smokes, thermal mellies, and kind of think that's something that maybe Boreal aren't used to playing against, of course, but you know, going back to it originally, you have to know that that's something Strictly Business is going to do. You've known that this was going to be the bracket for a while. You've got to do the research on the teams you're playing. You should know that you're going to have to run cold-blooded.
I think you do research at least on the first two matchups you could potentially have.
Right. So the first two, they're going to get you the chance, right? You win the first two,
right? You're
qualified. They're the two teams which
you win the first two, you're in good shape. Yeah, you're going to
you get that point, you take it to LA.
No, 102-point loss on that first hard point. I think if you're Boreal, you really just need to put that one aside, focus on this S&D. You can kind of even say in the booth, to your teammates, like, hey, we weren't prepared for that one. That's why they won, even if you don't believe it. Just gets your team some confidence, gets them trying to get things on the right track. I definitely think you're going to see the Boreal pull out some interesting plays here on this S&D.
Curious to see if they have some strategies of their own, potentially try and counter that. Something that you heard Rambo actually talk about when he was on the analyst desk, saying, sometimes, if you try and play against someone else's game, it can alter your own game as well. Something to really keep your eyes out for. Are we going to see any cold-blooded at all? Because obviously the players had some time to change classes. Boreal not going to change anything at all. Fizz-Up not going to be running the Valley though.
But I do see Dito with danger close. So that's something to keep an eye on. Dito, single nade, danger close. Looks like he's going to go up top with that sniper rifle. Barely missed that player, but I think the danger close is going to be used for these pre-nades.
Still yet to see him use, actually. Could be just kind of that post-up. Oh, actually gets a hit marker there. Could be the post-up, kind of wait for the bomb diffuse, maybe throw that nade from across the map, maybe some nade spots. Seen a couple of players experiment with stuff like that, but Dito's going to fall Boreal with first blood.
Okay, so I like the original push out of Boreal. They were able to, get behind SB, make some things happen. They were able to get two players down now. They just need to pinch on the bomb together. You see one player in front. They're just attacking one by one, and that's exactly what you did not want to see there, Ben. They attacked that bomb site one-on-one. Neslo was able to pick up a kill. Fizz-Up with another, and it looks like they're going to be able to pull this one out, and they do. And that's around that Boreal. They can't afford to give away. They make a really nice play call off the start. They pick up 2 kills, and then they kind of squander that round.
All right, and you got to be closing out those rounds. But coming up against Neslo and Fizz-Up, it's always going to be tough to clutch up against. Fizz-Up, one of the better S&D players in the pro circuit, and Neslo as well, who's always priding himself in his search and destroy abilities.
SB, I think, probably, one of the strongest S&D teams. I think this will probably be their game mode that they kind of, throw their hat on. That this is the maps that they're going to win every single series. And I think that's actually a good way to talk about it. When I was with Ray before, it was like, S&D, I feel like, is the one game mode nobody really focuses on too much. They just kind of play their game. They keep the same stagnant strats from event to event. But it's the only game mode that appears twice in the rotation. So it's the one you would want to be the best at.
Very true. Very true. Knight going to be trying to plant that bomb. It's 2v2. Feet, meanwhile, on the opposite side of the map. Let's see if he can try and pick up Fizz-Up. He's going to be up top. He's going to see him dash too. Actually gets tagged up. Fizz-Up's going to challenge. Very ambitious play from him, but he actually wins the gunfight. Leaves Knight now, 1 versus 2. Going to see Neslo mid-map, connects with the shot. Now Fizz-Up's going to challenge him, and Fizz-Up just wins the gunfight. He's on a 4-0 start.
But see, that's the difference. Boreal that first round, they were getting the kills, did not have players in position to trade it at the end and win that easily. Right there, SB, even though they go down now, they lost that. They originally got first blooded. They were able to trade those kills effectively. You saw Neslo get picked off there, but Fizz-Up in a perfect position to finish off that kill as SB goes up 2-0.
Yeah, solid plays from Strictly Business, always trying to play together as a team. And interestingly, Neslo and Fizz-Up, the only 2 players with kills right now, both with 4 apiece. And we'll kick things off with Fizz-Up. Is he running danger close? Nope. Doesn't look like he's going to be bothering with that, but does have that sniper rifle out. And Bert's going to have an easy shot there. Not really much Fizz-Up could do, caught reloading. But meanwhile, Dito, complete change of pace, has gone very aggressive, running straight at Boreal's base.
Yeah, and I think John needed to be there with him to just exchange those kills. We talked about how good SB was at doing that. That round kind of let that one get away. I think if John is up there with Dito, he's probably able to pick up, at least one, maybe both of those kills. And now it's going to be Neslo in a 2v1. He's going to fire some shots mid-map.
That was ambitious.
Yeah, I'd like to see him, just kind of play a little bit sneaky right here. He should have been able to finish that kill off, but just firing some shots, trying to get some position on these players.
Well, looks like he's going to actually push out.
I mean, he has to know where both of them are at this point.
Oh, that was really smart play, but... Oh, he doesn't win the gunfight! Neslo not going to be able to pick that up, and that was really smart play from him. You would have expected him to be able to pick that up.
Well, he was in a perfect position. He knew where both those players were. Just, he fired so many shots when he was in middle. I don't think he was keeping a track on how many bullets he had left, and that is one that I bet you Neslo wish he could have back.
Yeah, it happens sometimes, though, I guess.
It does.
So you just kind of have to put that one to one side. 5-2 start.
He's 5-2. You can't really crush him too bad.
Exactly. It's kind of like, well, yeah, you're playing well. Meanwhile, Boreal, on the attacking side, it's going to be Knight. He's going to be carrying the bomb this round for them, and he has that more sniper rifle out as well.
Here's something a bit different out of Boreal. I think this is a great strat right here. They need to be aggressive with it.
But look at the way SB have reacted, though.
Right, SB, they've called pretty much a great strat to counter it, but Boreal, they needed to pull something like this out, I think.
I mean, I feel like, playing that bomb,
they should get the bomb down right now. But now they're going to get pinched, so now they're in trouble. I think they need to push straight through sight at this point.
Oh, yeah, John's just going to push the play mid-map. Needs to pick up this kill. Going to be to the side. Doesn't get it. So, 3v2 in favor of Boreal. Of course, the win here would actually tie up this search and destroy 2-2. And Knight actually wrapping all the way from B over to the other bomb site. Now it's going to be left to Dito. 1-on-3.
No, that was the perfect play. I thought once they got to B and they knew the players were behind them of Strictly Business, they just needed to push straight through that B site and go all the way to A. And that's exactly what you did. And now you see Dito. He's got a long journey over towards that A site.
He's going to see someone mid-pool. Not going to be able to connect with the kill, though, despite getting a couple of shots off. So Boreal level up the playing field here. 2-2 on Search and Destroy Terrace.
But that's exactly what we were talking about near that in the first series. That Omega Fail Ambition didn't pull anything like that out. They kind of, after the first 2 rounds, they just went back to playing individual solo play. Maybe they got a little bit too confident. And right there, Boreal played that perfect. Different strategy, don't really see it. And they adapted quickly. You don't see a lot of teams. They probably would have just put the bomb down and B and sat there. They adapted to that fast. As soon as they saw the members of Strictly Business behind, they pushed straight through the site.
Yeah, it was really heads-up play from them. Now Strictly Business back onto the attacking side. It's going to be Neslo carrying the bomb. However, Feet gets first blood here on John. And I think Neslo did see someone just trying to peek, see if he can make something happen here with Fizzip, but the big thing is they have to go together here to trade that kill if Fizzip does go down.
Right, they need to be aggressive. Fizzip going to try and put pressure on that bottom hotel, but Neslo needs to be in position to trade. You see Neslo, he's going to get some shots in. I think Fizzip probably should push right in there, and he's going to run in, get 1 kill, but they are both tagged up. They are in a bad position. You see players from Boreal closing in, but just looking in the wrong directions.
Oh, Fizzip and Neslo just
I'm surprised they stayed that alive for that long, and it's going to be a 1-on-1. Right now, we're going to have Fizzip going up against Vic, but that one is ended so fast by Fizzip. Very nice play.
You go back to that. Fizzip and Neslo stayed alive just so long. It's, Neslo gets a lucky kill play, kind of drops down right next to him, but Fizzip just kind of juking out the opposition, turns around. Pretty easy kill there against Vic.
If SB is to win this search, though, they're going to need John to pick it up a little bit.
0-5
right now, struggling. Going to need to get him some easy kills. I think when you have a player that's struggling like this in S&D, it's great to maybe try and bait an easy kill out for them just to get them on the board. I know as a player, sometimes you kind of stare at the scoreboard after rounds mount up that you don't have any kills, and it starts to get in your head a little bit.
Well, Neslo being aggressive with that first blood there on Burt. Meanwhile, Knight's gone all the way over to this bomb site, and you kind of see Feet stuck really in his base here. He's going to have to try and push out. Play's going to be mid-map. John to his right, Neslo to his left. He's going to get challenged by Fizzip. Fizzip picks up the kill. Knight didn't plant that bomb, actually wrapped around a little bit. See if he can get a pick here on Fizzip. Needs to hit it. No, he's missed! And Fizzip going to be able to get away, and you can't miss easy shots like that.
You can't miss that because now it gives away your position. This is going to be a huge gun battle if he's going to win this one, and Dito's going to take out his teammate Vic. It's going to be all up tonight in a very difficult spot. He's going to be able to take out Fizzip, but you see the players from SB converging on him with a quickness.
Oh, he's pulling with, the quickness, definitely. Pulling out the Moors in that situation, not going to do you any favors whatsoever. He's going to drop, but 4-2 now, favor of Strictly Business.
And John gets on the board that round. Even though this kill, I mean, it doesn't seem like a big one. It's a fairly easy kill. Just to get on the board changes the whole mentality of the game for John.
Finally has a little bit of confidence. He's going to see that scoreboard and see the donut. Now, Strictly Business back onto the attacking side. Fizzip with an 8-3 start. Neslo still 8-4. Those two kind of locking it down every time they've gone over towards A. But looks like we're going to see something a little bit different this round, Matt.
Yeah, looks like SB, they're going to take this one down that B alley, and they're going to try and push lower. We saw Omega Fail and Bishop have success with this push before in their last series. Let's see if SB can have the same kind of success.
Fizzip looking for more kills. There is going to be a player on that back step area. He's going to see him. His teammate, meanwhile, has actually picked up the kill. That was John. So 3v2, 2v2 now as Dito falls. John looking to see if he can try and hunt that kill down. Not going to be able to do so, though.
I mean, John picked up that 1 kill in the previous round. You can see how much more aggressive he's being right now. We're going to have
he's falling off the map.
And he has...
he's just had a nightmare.
Yeah. Yeah, he fell off the map right there. So
I'll be interested to see his reaction right now, actually.
Yeah, Boreal, they're going to win this one. John in that 1v1 jumps off the map. EXO jumps off the map. Just a very difficult spot for John to be in. We actually see it in that final kill cam, but you can see Neslo's kind of like, hey, man, relax.
Bro, you got to chill. You don't want to be jumping. I mean, you see kind of what he was going for there. Other player challenges, he's going to have that high advantage, maybe pick up a headshot, etc. But just jumped off the map, man. Like, there's no way really of explaining that. And makes Boreal a little closer in this game here at 4-3 as Knight picks up the first kill. Saw multiple players here, so immediately pulls out the ASM-1. Could find the second, does so, turns around looking for the third. Can't pick it up, though.
Okay, so that was a great play by Knight. What I didn't like about that is he picks up 2. The third guy is in the open. There's nobody anywhere near for Boreal to trade that one away.
Right, you need to be a little bit more efficient, but Boreal tie things up here, 4 rounds apiece. And, you know, strictly business, we say, so often the S&D really is going to be that safer game mode for them, the one you expect to pick them up, but Boreal taking them the distance right now, Matt.
And they're an emotional team. You know John starting off rough, jumping off the map right there. You don't know how that affects them as a team if it starts to get them, you know, kind of going against each other. And that's one thing, as an SB fan, you kind of hope does not happen, is they start playing against each other rather than with each other.
Well, speaking of John, we'll spectate him at the start of this 9th round here in Citron Destroy Terrace. He's pushing up again, going to be a little bit aggressive here. Still using that gung-ho. Double jumps up, easy first pick for him. Now looking for more, teammate cleans that up. 3 down already, and Bert, last man alive. That was so efficient from Strictly Business.
Great play out of Dito and John being so aggressive on the Boreal, you know, tower over there on the defensive side. It's going to be up to Bert, last one alive. He's going to have 1 player in front of him, not able to take him out, and SB is going to go 1 round away from going up 2-0 in the series.
This kind of seemed like a big sigh of relief as well.
It has to be.
Don't want to throw away a map against Boreal here, and especially a map which we expect them to win.
I mean, a map that they've had a pretty decent amount of control on. I think you know, John gets off to a better start. Probably a little bit more lopsided in their favor, and then I think he might have won that gun battle in that 1v1. Really don't know. Just a 1-round advantage, but still, good plays from Boreal. They have not been afraid to go outside the box. Going to be interesting to see what they're going to do here on offense.
Well, first blood comes in from Vic, and that's going to be a grenade. Is Vic using danger close? No, just a good, well-placed grenade coming in from him. So
they need to be aggressive, though, now. They have that man advantage. Obviously, we have the luxury of seeing both teams on minimap, but they were able to take over that B site. And Bert with a huge 2-piece right there, able to take it over. Vic going to get that bomb down. Looks like we're going to be headed to a round 11, Ben.
Yep. Unless Neslo can get the 1 versus 4. A bullet just rained down from behind. He's picked up 1. Now 1 versus 3. Turns around. Not going to be able to pick it up. And round 11. Exactly that, Matt. Boreal with a chance to try and steal the game mode here.
So I think if you're Boreal and you get on, you know what, either side, I think you need to be really aggressive here and you need to push. I don't think SB would expect that at all. SB, they came in, obviously the heavy favorite here. If you're Boreal and you can just be aggressive off the start, really catch that first player from SB off guard. Don't think they'd expect, if Boreal has defense, don't think SB would be expecting a push back. They have the offensive side.
Round.
So I think you still, even something, as crazy as it sounds, maybe a rush through the mid. Something that we have not seen yet. Something that SB would have no idea how to plan for.
Neslo with a huge first blood there on Bert with that sniper rifle. However, Knight replies, manages to trade it. So 3 versus 3. Strictly Business playing a little passive over towards that B site. No one really looking at A. They're kind of expecting the Boreal push to that B bomb site. That's going to be Vic on your screens for Boreal.
Well, SB has fallen so far back into their base. You're going to see John with a nice snipe right there on the Vic. And we're going to see, it's going to be Knight. He's going to push down this right-hand side, but say it again. I feel like we've said it a lot in this S&D. The players from Boreal so spread out from each other.
Right. You need to be playing together a little bit here. He's going to turn that corner, sees Fizzip. Are you really going to charge out with the sniper rifle? He is. Fizzip can just run at him here and actually pick up an easy kill. Turns around, stays alive somehow. 2 versus 2. They know where Fizzip is. Meanwhile, teammate in a big gunfight. We'll see if John can try and clean that up. Time ticking, 38 seconds left. Still 2v2 in this round 11.
Yeah, and I don't think they know where that one player from Boreal went. And that player is going to be Knight. So Knight's the one player. They don't know his location. You can see the way they're playing this on the mini-map, where the arrows are. They don't know his location at all. They're just hunting, but you're going to see the players from SB. They're going to be roaming together here. And he's running out of time. 18 seconds left. Going to need to make a decision on what to do.
Strictly Business playing that 50-50 over towards A. Are they going to rotate anytime soon? Meanwhile, bomb, of course, is being planted. Now you see that rotation come in. It's going to be John.
They just need to take their time here. That's really the most important thing. They can't just have one player get too over anxious and jump in alone. You see the arrows on the minimap. They're moving in together. I like this play from SB.
No way.
Knight's going to take out one. Can he get the second? No. Fizzerp able to win that huge battle right there. And that's going to be SB. That is a crushing loss for Boreal. They were so close.
They were so
I think
close,
they played that round. That last round probably as good as they could have. I think, it would have been nice to see them a little bit closer together, but still, has to be able to go huge and to pull that one out.
That's a big win from them. They rely on that search and destroy as a team, and picking that up is only going to give them more confidence going into that CTF Ascend. Fizzerp with a big 1v1 clutch at the end there in that round 11 to give Strictly Business a 2-0 lead. And speaking of that CTF Ascend, we'll get to that after this quick commercial break.